Let's see. Gingerbread house.
Rachel Zegler is back in the spotlight, but not for the reason she'd probably like.
All that walking made me sleepy. And this bed is just like the first one. Also too hard. I guess I'll sleep in the one that's too soft.
There's something in our house. Let's put a pickaxe in its brain.
She's beautiful.
And all that will wake the kiss of a handsome...
I'm awake already. Goodbye.
Now beware of the evil queen. She's a master of disguise. She could be anyone.
I'll be careful. Who are you?
Care for an apple?
I'll take a green one.
No. Take the red one.
So Snow White slept and waited for her prince to come, but he never did.
Instead of being celebrated for her work as an actress or her upcoming movie role, she's found herself at the center of another internet storm. And this time, it's thanks to a brutal parody from the animated show Family Guy. Now, Family Guy has always been known for pushing buttons. They've made fun of celebrities, politicians, and pretty much every controversial moment in pop culture. But this time, their target was Rachel Zegler and the upcoming Disney remake of Snow White. And the internet? Well, let's just say it lit up with reactions. Some supportive, some critical, and a whole lot in between. Let's break it all down. In the episode, Family Guy threw in a quick jab at Zegler's version of Snow White. The joke was short, sarcastic, and sharp, exactly what you'd expect from the show. But it wasn't just some random joke. It hit on something deeper, the controversy that's been swirling around Zegler for months now. You see, Rachel Zegler has been promoting the new Snow White movie in a very, let's say, bold way. In interviews, she called the original 1937 Disney classic creepy. She said the prince was basically a stalker and that her version of Snow White wouldn't be waiting around for a man to save her. Instead, she'd be a strong, independent woman, and the story would be about leadership instead of love. Now, some people love that message. They thought it was fresh and empowering. But others? Not so much. Fans of the original Snow. White felt like she was trashing a beloved classic. They thought she was being disrespectful to the original story, and to Walt Disney's legacy. And the more she spoke, the more backlash she seemed to get. So when Family Guy made that joke, it wasn't out of nowhere. It was a reflection of what a lot of people have already been thinking, that maybe Rachel Zegler has gone too far, that maybe she's forgotten what made these Disney stories special in the first place. What made this moment even more intense is how Rachel seemed to respond. After the episode aired, fans noticed she had posted a message online that sounded really emotional. She didn't name Family Guy, but the timing made it obvious. The tweet talked about how painful it is to work hard, put your heart into something, and then be torn down for it. Then, not long after, she deleted the tweet. That deletion spoke volumes. It told people that the joke hit her hard, that she wasn't just brushing it off. That deep down, it hurt. But the internet didn't go quiet. In fact, the drama only grew louder. Some people rushed to her defense. They said she's just a young woman trying to bring a classic story into the modern age, that she's passionate about making changes in Hollywood, that she shouldn't be mocked for being vocal about feminism and equality, but others weren't so sympathetic. They pointed out that Rachel has been very outspoken, sometimes even arrogant in her interviews. They said she acted like she was better than the old Disney movies, that she insulted fans by calling the original story outdated, that she seemed more interested in making political statements than telling a magical fairy tale. Some fans even said, if you're going to dish it out, you have to be able to take it. They felt that if Zegler was going to speak so confidently in public, she needed to be prepared for some criticism too, especially from shows like Family Guy that have a reputation for going after everyone. The media got involved too. Articles popped up everywhere. Headlines like, Rachel Zegler responds to Family Guy mockery, or Is Hollywood too sensitive? Flooded the web. TV personalities debated it. social media exploded with fan theories, jokes, and even memes. Some called her Hollywood's new Meghan Markle, a reference to how Meghan was also mocked by South Park last year. And just like Meghan, Rachel seemed to take it personally. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. What this whole situation really shows is that the line between entertainment, activism, and public image has become really blurry. Stars like Rachel Zegler are expected to be more than just performers. They're expected to stand for something. And when they do, they often become targets. But that comes with risks. When you represent a major brand like Disney, especially, with a character as iconic as Snow White, people expect a certain level of respect for the original material. They want magic, nostalgia, charm, not lectures. And when actors go too far in reimagining things, fans sometimes feel like something special is being taken away from them. Disney, surprisingly, has said nothing about all of this. They've been completely silent. No statements defending Zegler. No comments about the parody. Nothing. And that silence says a lot. Some insiders are even whispering that Disney might be nervous. The release date for Snow White has already been delayed, and there's been almost no new promotional content. Some people think the studio is quietly stepping back, trying to avoid more controversy. They're watching the internet closely, trying to figure out if this movie is going to be a hit or a flop. And with all this drama, the pressure on Rachel is only growing. She's already been criticized for other things, like her role in Shazam 2, where she also faced backlash. Now, with Snow White, people are questioning if she's the right person to lead such a major film. It's not that Rachel Zegler is untalented. Far from it. She has an amazing voice, strong acting skills, and a bright future. But talent isn't everything in Hollywood. Public perception matters. And right now, her image is complicated. This Family Guy moment might seem like just another comedy gag, but it's actually a huge turning point. It reflects a shift in how audiences are reacting to modern Hollywood. People are tired of being told what they should think about stories they grew up loving. They want characters they recognize, not rewrites that feel forced. And when a star responds emotionally to a joke, especially when they've made bold public statements in the past, it makes them look fragile, maybe even entitled. It creates a cycle where the audience stops listening and starts laughing. That's a hard place to be. So where does Rachel go from here? Well, this could be a moment for growth, a time to pause, reflect, and maybe shift how she connects with fans. If she can find a way to show more humility, more empathy, and maybe even laugh at herself once in a while, she could win people back. But if she keeps reacting emotionally to criticism, especially jokes, it might only make things worse. At the end of the day, the entertainment world moves fast. Today it's Family Guy. Tomorrow it could be another late-night show, a YouTube video, or a TikTok trend. The internet doesn't slow down for anyone. So the question is, can Rachel Zegler keep up? Can she rebuild her image before Snow White finally hits theaters? Because one thing's for sure, the world will be watching.